Welcome back, everyone. Have a cool test lined up for you here today. We're going to borrow part of the new finish test hood, bring it in for a few hours here, and we're going to wet sand this hood from 1000 grit all the way up to 3000 grit, wet sanding, and then we're going to apply two different brands of paint protection film across it, cure the film, and then we're going to see what kind of defects that this film actually can cover up. The idea came from a paint protection film trainer that we had here in our shop, that he said the paint protection film can cover 2000 grit sanding scratches, and I didn't believe him. So here we are. We're going to test it and see what it can do. So I've made vinyl labels, so we can see a little easier once I get everything wet sanded here. My wife Shannon, she is going to apply the PPF for us here. But before we do that, I'm going to show you under our fancy Scangrip lights here, so you can see all of the defects in the paint. This light will show you more defects than you'll actually see in natural sunlight. So you can see as you work up to the 3000 grit, everything gets finer. Now I'm just going to remove the tape and wipe everything down with isopropyl alcohol, and now you'll see Shannon spray with her slip solution, install the first strip of paint protection film, and then a second brand. For right now, we're not going to say what brands they are because it always starts a war in the comments, and that's not really the point of this video. The point is to show you what these films can hide as far as defects go. So now I'm just going to show you what the film looks like just under shop lighting, LED lighting, immediately after it's installed and just wiped down. So you may see some bubbles, some defects on the edges. The ends we're not really concerned about because that part wasn't sanded. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a heat gun to try to speed this process up, try to get the film cured, and then I will show you again under the Scangrip lights what this looks like. Alright, should we start at the 1000? Nope, let's go up and start at 3000. Alright, so I would say it's safe to assume that both of these brands of film hide defects from 3000 grit. 2000, still a little bit of sparkling in there. I'm not sure. It's not the paint. The hood does not have metallic in it. It's just a regular black hood, no metal flake in it. So a lot of flaking that you're seeing in that 2000 there. So you still don't see it as swirls though, which is interesting. Well, that kind of ruins my logic there then, because on 1500 it's not nearly as bad. Look at that. Looks like almost perfect paint down to 1000 grit wet sanding, and you really can't see any major defects. That is surprising. Wow. So what do you think, guys? That's pretty impressive that this film can hide that. Both of these films are self-healing. They're both about 8 mil in total thickness, and as I said earlier, they're both name brand films. They're not some Chinese off-brand film or cheap dealer installed PPF. These are very expensive, high-end paint protection films that many places in the US sell, and it's not XPEL. I'll tell you that right now. It's not XPEL. Alright, well that wraps up this video. Wanted to thank you guys for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so, and of course smash that like button. Comment below if you want to see any other future tests. I'm open to ideas. I'm all ears. So thank you again, guys. Wanted to leave you showing you one more time up close how everything looks, and then of course wanted to let you know about all these other tests I have going. Trim restoration products, Harbor Freight polishers, just I got all kinds of stuff going on right now. So here's a view on the back of our shop right now. I have like 6 or 7 different tests going, and the Texas sun is just doing a number on it. So these are all different substrates, different panels, things like that. Thanks again, guys.